Thank you. Welcome to The Mix. We've got an awesome show for you tonight. DJ Goldfinger's here. Yeah! I'm going to ask him some questions that you've all been dying to know the answers to, and I'm going to be having a DJ contest with him at the end of the show, which I'm sure I'll win since I have years of DJing experience, you know? I love talking to DJ Goldfinger on the phone because he makes me feel so nerdy and Caucasian sometimes, you know? It's like, I always feel like Michael Cera in Superbad when we chat. Like, I'll call and this is the conversation we'll have. I'll be like, hey, Goldfinger, how are you doing? And he's like, yo, I'm just trying to live this life, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to live this life. Just trying to live this life. And I'm like, yeah, me too. Just trying to sustain this life, just eating 3 meals a day and getting adequate sleep at night, drinking water. We'll have him on a bit, and I will try not to be incredibly awkward. So Ludacris is coming to Pullman in April to headline WCU's Springfest. We got any Luda fans? Any Luda fans in here? Well, I'm a child of Spokane, aka Spokompton. So I was practically raised on Ludacris, I'm proud to say. And tickets for the show went on sale at 6 a.m. last week. So naturally, I was part of the crazy mob that got in line at 5 a.m. But I'm well trained in pushing through big crowds because of my days as a Beanie Baby fanatic. Anyone here buy hundreds of Beanie Babies in the 90s? Anyone else here white trash? No? One person? Okay, cool. Anyway, I pushed my way to the front, and I am proud to say I now have floor tickets. So very, very excited. But of course, the floor doesn't have any actual seats, so I'm just going to be pushed to the back of the mass of people who will undoubtedly be trying to make a baby on the floor of the Ludacris concert. You know, any child conceived to the song, What's Your Fantasy, is really destined for greatness in the fast food industry. Getting in line at 5 a.m. was made even worse because Pullman has recently transformed into Russia, if you've noticed, and we're dipping down to temperatures as low as negative 16 degrees here. That's when transportation in all forms just becomes a huge fear factor challenge here. It's like, you know, if you're walking around, you're trying not to slip on the ice and break your neck. And if you're driving around, you're trying not to hit the dumb people walking and slipping in the middle of the road. It's made me realize something. You know, in big cities, there are aggressive drivers, but in small towns like Pullman, there are aggressive pedestrians. People stroll right out in front of my speeding car here with confidence, like they just own these roads. You know, I especially love the girls who cross the street in packs, you know, with no crosswalks in sight. It's like they think if they just travel out in front of my car in a herd that I will be less inclined to hit them. And it's like, no, if you're stepping out in my way, you know, one at a time, I'm gonna just be more inclined to run you over. I'm just being efficient here. It's like human bullying. And by the way, I'm a huge hypocrite because as soon as I park my car and I start crossing the streets, if cars honk at me for stepping out in front of them, I'm like, hey, yo, yield to pedestrians, moron, okay? Jesus Christ. So anyway, when we come back, we're going to talk with our panel about recent entertainment news stories, as well as Pullman events, and as promised, we'll have DJ Goldfinger a little later. So sit through this awesome 30-second public service announcement from the 80s. It's sure to be great, and we'll be right back. Thank you. All right, welcome back. We are here with our panel for the week. Give it up for Ali Demopoulos. And Harrison Polo. And lastly, Allison Grove. All right, so as mentioned in the intro, Luda is coming to Pullman. Did any of you guys line up while I was there too, the 5 a.m.?
Oh, I was right there, 11th in line, I think, right?
Wow,
yeah,
that's impressive.
I was right up there. No one gets between me and Luda. Like, I'm right there at the front of the line.
Yeah.
I was at the Cub, but I wasn't in line. I just saw the line. I was like, not worth my time. No.
Not worth
I am
your
coming
time.
back. I like Ludacris. I'm coming back though. Eventually, probably. I'll get the back tickets. You know.
Okay.
The back of the.
Did you guys notice that the Student Entertainment Board, the people that they employed for crowd control were like 4 tiny little white blonde girls, and they would just stand there very like meager, and if somebody cut, they'd be like, oh, you shouldn't cut. Okay. And it was like, look, if you try and get in my way as I'm getting to the front of Luda tickets, when push comes to shove, I'll kick you in the mouth. Like, don't get in my way right now, you know what I mean? Did you guys see those girls?
Oh yeah, I saw a guy come up like maybe an hour into waiting in line, and he came and he joined his friends at the front of the line, and the girl, the crowd control girl, went up and was like, "Excuse me, I don't think you were there." And he's like, "Yeah, I was." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And just walked
Very
back.
timid. Very timid.
Okay, whatever you say.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ludacris should be entertaining. One of the bigger performers we've had in Pullman. I mean, we did have Elton John 2 years ago, but
Yeah, absolutely. I think that he's a huge entertainer to
Entertainer.
have here. Yeah.
Right this
Yeah,
time.
they
I'm so
did.
psyched.
What happened to Coolio? Wasn't Coolio supposed to be here?
I was so excited.
I was
for
prepared.
Coolio.
I was ready to
Some
see that one.
Gangster's Paradise. Awesome.
And then Macklemore sang a little bit of it. Everyone was
Right.
really happy, and then it didn't show up.
yeah.
was
Alice
a
and I were
letdown.
discussing that Ludacris is featured in so many artist songs that we're like, are there gonna be any cameos? I mean, is Enrique gonna just drop from the sky for a little "Tonight I'm Loving You" action? You know what I mean? He's in everyone's. It's
Well,
amazing.
it's hard to think of a song that is only Ludacris.
Right.
Like most of the songs that come to mind are Ludacris and like 8 other people.
Exactly. He is a collaborator for sure. Also, as I mentioned in the monologue, Pullman has been a blizzard for like the past, what? I mean,
Too long.
Forever.
Too long.
But especially the past couple weeks, and now we're getting into March. It's ridiculous. I've been waving my white flag of surrender to Mother Nature forever now.
It gave us that one day though, like that one day like a week ago, it was like really nice. It was all clear,
tease.
and everyone was like, "Tonight's gonna be awesome. Tonight's gonna be wonderful." Next day, I wake up, I'm like, "It's white. Where'd all the goodness go?" And then I was,
The goodness.
Well, like I said, it was -16 at one point a few days ago, and it's depressing when we've had to adjust our mindset so severely that like on a day where it's 22 degrees, we're like, you know what, this is okay. This is nice right now. I can do 22. Who needs a coat? It's like, that's really messed up that our brains have had to adjust that way.
Yeah, definitely. I know that when it comes to going out at night now, it's like, oh, what's the temperature? Oh, if it's above 25, I don't need a coat.
Yeah.
Like I'll be fine without a coat. Yeah.
Fine.
and there's always
So-
that one kid with the shorts, no matter how cold it is outside. You see him, you're just walking, you're bundled up, you're freezing. There's one kid just kind of strolling down the street with shorts on, basketball, like shoes, and going to the rec.
I saw
He's ready to
someone
go.
jogging today, and I
did I.
walk like I tiptoe like a deer through the snow. Like I can't handle him. This guy's jogging like it's no thing. Nothing.
Yeah. Oh, I would like paralyze myself instantly if I tried to move faster than a crawl on the Pullman sidewalks here. And I love that if you go to like weather.com ever, if you're looking for, you know, your upcoming temperatures for a vacay or something, it will say, you know, the average temperatures and then the record highs and lows. And you'll see places where it's like, you know, in some year in time, their record low was like, you know, -16, and yours are like, oh my God, what year was that? Did those people die? And it's like, that's us right now. There's gonna be people like 30 years from now looking at that like, oh my God, did anybody survive that year? And it's like, that's us right now. It's horrible.
See, the thing is, they will not cancel school. They just won't do it.
Oh, yeah.
Like the only time we were, this is gonna date me a little. I know you two as well. Back here, freshman year, they canceled school at the first time in 28 years. It was insane. And like, they won't do it tomorrow. There's a petition on Facebook to cancel school. That's how upset we all are that they're not canceling school right now.
Yeah, Allison and I've already talked about that we are making our own snow day tomorrow. If anybody would like to join us, we're just not gonna go to class because it's outrageous.
Yeah, the thing about Pullman weather is it's not like it's just like this in December and January. It's March 1st tomorrow. And
Right.
I feel like I'm living in Narnia. Like, where is the wardrobe? I want to go back through it. Like, this is just
I'm
not
done.
working for me.
Oh my God. So, did anybody watch the Oscars last night? Oscar viewers?
Yeah.
It was an interesting night. The hosting combination really, Anne Hathaway and James Franco, which sounded kind of like okay, they could be entertaining. And then Anne Hathaway, what was she on? She was bouncing all over the place, and then James Franco was like polar opposite, just looked
What was
like
he on?
stoned.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
was he on? They needed to swap a little bit of whatever they were doing with one another to balance out, because it was just like, she was like a Furby. She just wouldn't shut up. It was like, you could take out her battery, she would not die. And James Franco was just like, his eyes were closed the entire time. Just would mumble occasionally. So unusual. So, did you guys have any upsets, anything that you thought was gonna pan a certain way, or?
I don't know. I was excited. Sorry for Natalie
No.
Portman and Black Swan, because I
Yes.
haven't been that excited. Yeah. Got some viewers out there. I haven't been that excited like for a movie, I don't know in how long, maybe ever. I went to see it twice in theaters. I never do that. It was just awesome. She's stunning. And I think I'd love to know her in person. Like her acceptance speech, I was just like, go girl. Like that was awesome.
I only got the first half of it, so I didn't get to see the ending. But I looked online just to kind of, you know, review.
Right.
Didn't Alice in Wonderland win something? They won something for like,
Costume design. Which is brilliant.
Wasn't that movie out like a couple years ago? That's why I was
thinking.
confused.
I know,
I saw it. I was like, wait, is this a little late?
Maybe a year and a half ago?
And it went
I
up
don't
against
know.
like True Grit and Tron, which I thought was like, come on, Tron.
Yeah, Tron.
Futuristic
Tron
costumes
getting there.
versus whatever.
Yeah. Did you feel like Social Network should have gotten more? Inception? I feel like Inception got really snubbed.
Yeah, Inception did get a few awards, and I loved Inception. I just apparently need a speech now because it got everything.
Right.
So that's kind of next on my to-do list. But overall, I thought that James Franco and Anne Hathaway's opening was really funny with all of the different movie clips and like them edited in. I thought that was really clever.
Right, and Alec Baldwin's dreams.
Yeah.
And Morgan Freeman narration.
Yes, that was very, very brilliant.
And
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Auto-tune at the Oscars. I was blown away. Like this little internet fad went all the way until like the Oscars. They auto-tuned Twilight and Harry Potter and Toy Story. I thought it was a commercial. I was so confused.
It was ridiculous. So speaking of movie stars, Charlie Sheen continues to have just a glacial meltdown. It's just amazing because he's gotten so much attention recently, and I'm kind of embarrassed that I actually have been following it a little bit because he's old and he's like marginally attractive like maybe 20 years ago, and yet he's just really capturing the spotlight right now. I mean, you guys go for it. I know that we all have so much stuff to rant about with this man.
So much so that like the world, everything's going on right now, right? CNN, 9 p.m. actually probably in 20 minutes, he's going to be taking up time on CNN. Like that's how bizarre. Like what does that say about our society? Charlie Sheen's chilling on CNN when things are happening all over the world. Like uprise. It's crazy.
I mean, even Anderson Cooper got on a plane with his nice little suit, came from Egypt to be outside of Charlie Sheen's house to make sure
Did
he's
he
okay.
really?
Wow.
It's like I didn't hear that.
That's just a planted false fact.
Well, and now Two and a Half Men isn't going to be aired the rest of the season. They've cut all production on it because he's just going crazy.
His face is so gaunt. He looks like a crack whore. He's crazy.
Well, he is. He's like, it's
He's coked out.
intense. I just saw a clip from the Today Show where he has his 2 twin boys living at the house with him and also his 2 girlfriends, which he calls goddesses. And it's just like,
Because he's an Adonis.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
Tiger's
just,
blood.
it's amazing. Also, in other celebrity news, Miley and Billy Ray Cyrus are apparently having some daughter-father feuds. He feels like she's getting out of hand because she's smoking that weed, and it's
Smoking
like
the salvia.
smoke salvia.
Ooh, the salvia.
How sweet they look too. Look at them.
God, I know.
Plus before the haircut.
Personally, it's like, you know what, Billy Ray? Until Miley shaves her head in some bathroom somewhere, it's gonna be okay. And even if she does, she's fine. Look at Britney. Britney's on top of the world right now. Like, we don't need to worry. Let her go. She's fine.
Well, and they keep talking about racy outfits. Like, calm down. That Vanity Fair cover when she was in a sheet, that's artistic and classy. I thought, like, if the girl's not showing, she's not pulling out her, you know, she's keeping it pretty low-key. I thought that was nice.
They keep going back to the performance where she was like the stripper pole
the
thing.
pole dancer.
Right.
And that was so 2008. Come on, I think we're over that.
I agree. And like she said in her song, she cannot be tamed. She can't be tamed. Yeah, speaking of her shaving her head, I like how I'm doing all my segues are speaking of. It's very circusy. So Justin Bieber has gotten a controversial new haircut. As we can see, my God, he's so young, isn't he? Jeez. And he was on Ellen recently where they are auctioning off his hair on eBay, and it's at $12,000. $12,000.
My skin crawl.
Some little 12-year-old girl's gonna be very happy this Christmas.
It's Christmas.
It's amazing. And he's been saying some kind of controversial things recently. Rolling Stone, I know that you read it, right?
Yeah, in Rolling Stone, they really started grilling him about some very controversial topics, and they asked him about abortion and how he feels about sex before marriage. And I mean, he's 16, and I don't think he really had those answers rehearsed. And
Which is an issue.
What's an abortion?
and yeah, some people were really upset over the things that he said.
Yeah. Oh, Bieber should have kept that hair. How many Twitter fans did he lose by
He
cutting
lost
the hair?
80,000 in one day for cutting his hair.
And what is going to happen to that hair that somebody buys on eBay? Because it's like if you're going to shell out $12,000, you know that person isn't going to like roll in it and like sprinkle it on the bed pillows. That's going to just be like framed and done and like never touched, ever, never seen by a beam of light. You know what I mean?
You're not sure. There could be a little 12-year-old girl that's rolling around in his hair.
I don't know. I guess that's true. That's kind of creepy. I shouldn't have gone there with the rolling around in the hair.
No, you just gave me material now
Yeah.
to think about.
Anyway, that has been our panel for the week. When we come back, I will be interviewing DJ Goldfinger as promised, and a little later we will be having the DJ contest, so stay tuned. Hello. We are here with my special guest, as I've mentioned before. Everybody, please give it up for DJ Goldfinger. Woo! Oh, Goldfinger. So, tell me, how long have you been DJing at Stubblefields?
Been DJing there underneath that name for about 5 years.
Underneath that, okay. Underneath the Stubblefields name of the bar.
Yeah.
How about before that?
Couple, 3 maybe, 2 or 3. I
2,
can't even
3,
remember.
10,
Yeah.
12. Where are you from originally?
Memphis, Tennessee, and then came to Portland.
Okay. And now you told me that you actually graduated from WSU's communications program.
Yes.
Okay. So, and that's what brought you to Pullman originally was the college here?
I saw the flyer. The flyer came in the mail, and I saw all the kids reading the books and stuff, and I was like, I want to be like that. So
That's me.
that's me right there with the sack lunch. I want that.
That's awesome. Now, I've heard some people just curious around Pullman. How old are you?
I just turned 21, so now I can be legally in the bar. I used
Okay.
to have to leave by 12:30, but now I'm good.
Okay, you don't have to deal with the Sharpie X's on the hands anymore.
Right, December 2nd, put that down. You know?
Perfect. Perfect. So you've told me once before that you've DJ'd for Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Yes. How did that come to be? Where was that at?
One time in Portland,
Okay.
and the best time was actually in Spokane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hometown, as I said, Spokane's got the best of the white trash, really.
It was definitely the most eventful. Like the show had to be stopped 2 times. It was crazy.
Oh, that's awesome. So, you're kind of like the all-seeing eye of the dance floor at Stubblefields. You're like the god of the dance floor. What is the craziest thing that you have ever seen on that dance floor or in the cages? Because I know you've had to have seen just some bonkers stuff.
I would say Mom's Weekend a couple years ago.
Always a good start.
Yeah, it was in the cage, and it was a mom and a girl. They were both making out in the cages, and security came to get me, and they wanted to know if it was good or if it wasn't good. And they weren't really breaking any rules, so had to let it go.
Hey, I mean, they're not hurting anyone, so let it play out. I
Yeah.
mean, that's great. So speaking of just crazy spectacles on the dance floor, I know that you know Cage Girl, who is actually in the audience tonight. Love it. Yes.
There she is.
There she is. Cage Girl is our first guest on the first episode. So I've heard that you once gave Cage Girl a ride home from the bar after a night of partying. And I was shocked to know that there was a point in time where you and Cage Girl were confined in a vehicle and no one got pregnant. I was just like, how did that happen? So talk to me about that car ride. What was that like?
Well, I seen her walking down the street. I don't want to give away where she lives, but towards CCN, and she had her shoes off, and she had her shoes off, and I said, "Hey, you want a ride?" And I gave her a ride home, and I was surprised that she knew that people called her Cage Girl.
Right.
So I was kind of uncomfortable because I heard it, but I didn't know if she knew it. So,
Okay.
But she said it was okay to call her Cage Girl, so now we're friends. It's all good.
And as she said, now she's got the WSU Cage Girl fan page, so it's official.
It's official. She has members too.
I
She has a
know.
lot of members. She's doing it.
She's doing it big here. I know that you've mentioned that there's an upcoming event at Stubblefields this
Yes.
week. You want to
Yes,
care
this
to
is-
have a free advertising moment?
It is going to be so epic. It's going to be our Mardi Gras party. It's happening this Saturday, and we're having a I don't know how I can put it. We're having a contest that you don't want to miss. It's going to be wet. It's gonna be spectacular. It's going to be very juicy. It's going to be yeah.
If you need hints, he just said the words wet, juicy. He should have said t-shirt, if that gives any hint. Mardi Gras, so girls.
I don't know about that. We're going to have beads, though, so you never know what could happen.
All right, well, unfortunately, I don't have daddy issues, so I don't know if I'll be there that weekend, but I'm sure you will not find a shortage of people in Pullman that will want to get some beads.
You never know. You never know.
So you know that Ludacris is coming. Are you a big Luda fan? Are you going to the show?
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm definitely going to the show. Once I heard they were here, I called everybody that I could, and I'm on the floor. So I'm very excited. Nice.
Are you going to be one of the people that pushes me to the back because you're doing some baby making dance moves?
I'm probably not going to be dancing, but I'm definitely going to be in the front. I'm definitely going to. You're going to see me. I'm going to be there, support, and be a fan of it. I've always loved Ludacris stuff for a long time. So.
Yeah, you do play a lot of Lud on the dance floor, which just makes me go nuts, as I'm sure you've seen every weekend.
Yeah, well, like you said, him and Nicki Minaj are going head to head, being in every single song that somebody else makes.
Right, exactly, exactly. Well, thank you so much for this awesome interview. Stay tuned, because when we come back, he and I are going to have the DJ contest that I've spoken so fondly of, so it should be interesting, so stick around. Woo! What's up? We're back. We're doing our DJ contest. We got DJ White Chocolate over here, DJ Goldfinger over here. Woo! I stole this hat from an audience member between commercial breaks. So this is how this is going to work. He and I are each going to have 15 seconds to write our top 3 Shake Your Moneymaker dance songs, and then we're going to get judged by one of the panel members. They're going to pick a winner for that round. And then we're going to come back and do another 15 seconds for some baby making jams. Top 3 songs there, 15 seconds, we'll get judged. And then finally, breakup songs. It's a good order, I feel like, dance, baby making, breakup.
That's how it usually goes in the club. That's usually how it happens. All in one night.
All in one night. Of course, it's Pullman. It's Pullman. We keep it classy. So, and by the end of this, we'll have a winner. So you ready to do this?
Let's go.
All right, so first up, 15 seconds for Shake Your Moneymaker music. Ready? And go.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Allison, you are our judge for the Shake Your Moneymaker round. So, okay, DJ White Chocolate, I put Oh My Gosh, Usher. Okay. TikTok, Kesha. Okay. And it's The Time, I think, by Black Eyed Peas, with the dirty bit in the middle. You know what I'm talking about? You guys know. And Goldfinger, what'd you put?
Dirty bit.
Dirty bit?
All I Do Is Win, Yeah 3 times, and I got half of Back That A Up.
I gotta go with Goldfinger just for the last one.
Dang.
I didn't even remember that song until he just said it, but it's a good one.
Is that Juvenile?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
that
Juvenile.
is a good song.
When the party is all failing, bust that one out, you're back on. When it's all going bad, throw that in there, you're on again.
Oh man. All right, so you win that round. I'll give you a crappy star with a marker that doesn't work. Okay. You ready? This is the baby making music round.
Baby making? Okay.
Put your mind in whatever place it needs to be.
Okay.
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 You guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go. I'll tell you what it says.
Okay, yeah, tell me what it is.
Okay, so I put Love in This Club, a little more Usher. Okay. Allie's our sheet shaking specialist, if you will.
Love me some Usher.
Yeah,
right?
Love me some Usher.
Okay.
That song is just that is what that song's about. What's your fantasy, Ludacris?
Okay.
Got to rep a little throwback to the monologue in the panel portion.
I'm impressed so far.
And let's get it on. I mean, Right? Classic.
That's on my bucket list. Song, bucket list. All right, Goldfinger. I don't know if you can top this. Let's see what you got.
It's solid. It's solid. I can't disagree. I would take it back in time with some Usher on some Boo.
All right, my Boo.
And then I would go with a song that a lot of people don't know, but it's called Bed. If
Yep.
you play that, okay, if you play that, crack a window. And then I would go with Blame It.
All right.
What was the last one?
Blame
Blame
It.
It.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Blame it.
Because you got to blame it on something. You got to blame it on something.
You know what? I'm impressed with the old school Usher on your part, but Kels, I mean, my bucket list song is on her list right now. You and I have some taste in some baby making music, so Kels got the sound.
All right. Well, you know what this means, Goldfinger. Final round, man.
I'm
Your
not good.
reputation's on the line. If
I'm
you
not
lose
good
to a
with the
little
breakup.
white chick, if you lose to a little blonde white chick wearing somebody's oversized baseball cap, it's gonna be embarrassing, man.
I'm not good with pressure. I'll see what I can do.
All right, so these are the breakup songs. You ready? Hold on, let me get 5 seconds to brainstorm. We gotta.
They're stretching.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All right, this is going to be interesting. So I put, actually, first of all, Harrison, you are our breakup song judge. Pressure's on you to make this huge decision on Cable 8. I put Forget You, aka F You by CeeLo Green, out right now. He just performed at the Grammys. Okay. I threw in a little Avril, Boyfriend. She's the angry punk. I mean, it's not my favorite, but you know. And then No Air by Chris Brown, which I mean, after what he's done, could be interpreted several ways. But anyway. And what do you have?
I got Erase Me, You Got It Bad, and I didn't get to finish it. It was To the Left.
Okay. Shoot.
Ooh.
God dang it.
Bringing back some Beyonce.
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, I haven't heard that To the Left song in a long time, and You Got It Bad's a great song. I don't
Yeah.
know the other song as well, but you know what? I think F You has got me. I think I'm gonna go with Kelsey in this one.
I'm gonna give it to him. That's way better. Thank you for watching the mix here on Cable 8. Give it up for DJ Goldfinger for coming on. And you guys have a great week. Stay warm in the snow. Thank you. Dude, here's